great day, Wheatfield. Welcome to you. If you are new, hey, welcome to you too. We left some cards, judgment coming through. Um, if you are new, welcome to you too. This your girl Lottie here at Tears and We Tarot Show. You show enough, never know what you're gonna get. Something from the past could be coming for resolution. Beloved Spirit says sometimes it's you and sometimes it's them. So it might be both of y'all. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Don't know where we're going with this message, but we thank the Alpha and the Omega for coming in, for bringing it. Hey, hey. Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. Alpha and Omega here today. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. We see the Strength card coming out. So that is, I'm hearing the main energy. That's the top. That's the number one thing, strength. And it's something about standing in strength and power, and it's giving like an energy of pride versus vulnerability. It's like strength is strength. It's like strength in multiple different ways: high vibrational, low vibration. Hey, she is. What up, she is? What up, beloved? I thought I brought our water out here. Maybe we grabbed the wrong bottle. We grabbed somebody else's bottle of water. That's crazy. Yeah, it's something with this strength card that's coming through, y'all. Great day, great day. Today is 12. I think today is the 10th. I think it's 12/10. Y'all correct me if we lying, if we lost a day. But I feel like today is 12/10/2025. So that's 9 and a 4, which breaks down to 4. So something about stability. It could be issues in the home. Yes, thank you so much. The family is, we doing what we need to do to hold each other up. You know what I mean? Everybody individually going through their own thing. Everybody kind of got their own focus, right? It's kind of what it's giving. So everybody are, it is giving me that in terms of this energy, not in terms of just my family, but it's just so crazy that the cards are coming out like that because it's like strength, and everybody has their own focus and what they are concentrating on, like what they own. I cannot talk. It's something with like either something doesn't want me to talk, or if it's an issue with communication. Definitely an issue with communication. Issue with comms. So it's giving me like an issue with communication. Hey, Miss Monica, thank y'all so much for tapping in. Everybody is focused. Everybody is tuned into their own energy, right? It's what it's giving. Focus and tuned into your own energy. And people could be, you know, having some disruption or issues in communication because everybody is so singularly focused, right? And that really hit me in the kingdom. It's something about being focused on independence or just singularly focused on what's important to each person and how they see things, how they learned it, study it, something like that. Because this Page of Pentacles is definitely giving a heavy focus. Like somebody is really in tune into focusing on their self and, getting what they need to get for self. But for some reason, I'm getting a need for collaboration, for working together. It's almost like focus on everything, just doing it by yourself instead of thinking about like the Three of Pentacles where you would get some help. And see, now we see the Four of Cups underneath the bottom. It's like when you singularly focus on just what can you do, you, it's a good thing. But then again, it's not, because you could miss opportunities to collaborate with other people, make things heavier for yourself. I mean, it's something with backwards cast communication. Y'all, I don't know. Backwards communication, because that is not what the words that are going through our head. It's not. So somebody is like got a thing in their mind to say, but when they go to speak, it's coming out the wrong way. And we noticed it yesterday, which was 12/9, because we were looking at two cards. I think it was the number 15 and the number 6, and it kept coming out 15/16, 15/16. We like, that's not what the hell we looking at. So why is it coming out like that? 15 in tarot is the toxicity, the devil card. And we were getting ready to say it backwards again because 16 is Tower and 15 is the devil energy, Capricorn energy. So I don't know what type of toxicity is wrapped up in this group. I don't know if it's some sort of spirit or something that's like hovering or suppressing, that's keeping people's communication all garbled and fucked up. It's like you think about what you want to say, you may even have it clear in your mind, right? And when you go to say it, it's something about it coming out wrong, coming out difficult. It's a challenge, it's an issue with communication. Somebody is prideful and maybe they need to lean into vulnerability. Like, I need to do it all by myself, me. And sometimes that's just what it is because you don't have anything, right? Or anybody to help you. Not that you don't have anything. See, that's wrong again. It's not that you're doing it by yourself because you just want to. You may not have other physical bodies with you to help you. You know what I mean? Like if you were a single person or a person that lives by themselves and you're going to lean on yourself, you're going to be very self-sufficient and very independent. Unless you are like in groups and networks and stuff like that. You got a friend group that can help you. You got a church group or a community group or sisterhood, brotherhood, something like that. But for the most part, if you are in a family or partnership, the responsibilities are collaborative. So it's very difficult for two people to, or multiple people to be in relationship and family if they don't have a common goal. If everybody is in the household working on common issues from a singular standpoint or an individual standpoint, that's not going to work out. So hopefully y'all get what we're trying to put down, because that's pretty much what I'm feeling. Like it's multiple people that's engaged in this. That's like being at work, right? And you guys are working on a team. It's a team effort, a team goal, and everybody is doing things from their own personal perspective. There is no group collaboration. There's no group understanding, right? Like everybody's not on the fucking same page in general. So what happens when you try to run off on your own and do everything by yourself? You miss out on opportunities. Yeah, that's Hierophant, right? That's definitely wise advice. It's definitely counseling. So I don't know if people in this family group needs counseling, they need support, or they just need advice from some sort of leadership, somebody that they respect, you know what I mean? That could be like, look, y'all all in the same area, y'all in the same vicinity, same household, on the same team, y'all working towards the same goal or supposed to be, and everybody up in this bitch is focused on self. Like, you cannot get where you, if you want to go quick, go by yourself. But if you want to go to the end, go far, you need to go with other people. It's like y'all need to go with somebody else. That's what it's giving me. See, Page of Cups. It's like that's a naive misunderstanding. It's giving young-minded. Like when we haven't come to a state of maturity to understand that we need to collaborate and work together. We are so defensive. Somebody in this space is very defensive about their position. Maybe they want to hold the limelight. Maybe they think they the star of the group. You know, somebody might be on that earth angel-y type of energy. I'm the angel, I'm the star, I'm this, I'm that, whatever the case may be. But it's things about collaboration with the Three of Pentacles that we were talking about, that working together, that's stuck. Two of Swords. Like people don't want to work together, and it's not allowing people to manifest what they want. Or you could have a magician in the mix. Like somebody in the mix could definitely be causing problems, chaos, conflict, and that's what we were getting with issues around communication. It could also be something with plans, like the plans for the whole, for the group is not working out. It's either delayed. I'm hearing things falling through because people are not working together. It's like a whole system of people who feel like I don't need to tell my right hand what the left hand is doing. Well, shit, have you tried to do every damn thing with your right hand, beloved, without a left? That makes things a little bit more difficult. They told us to put the strength up there. So we just put it back in the deck. We got to take it back out. There it goes. So overall energy is being strength. And the Hierophant is saying that you gain more strength in numbers. It's something about going with another person, having a partner to help you balance shit out. So for somebody in this space and time, Spirit is saying that you need help. You need collaboration. Collaborative effort and collaborative work has been a principle, I think, over the last week or so. We've been kind of going back to the Three of Pentacles, like that collaborative work mindset. And that could be different, especially in a world where a lot of media teaches us about hyper independence, right? Like where you have to be so independent that you can't get help from other people, or you just reject it because you feel like you don't need it. Some people become hyper independent because they've learned that other people will not show up for them, that they cannot depend on other people, they can't trust them, right? So it may keep you stuck. Some people have learned, Eight of Swords, that they cannot trust other people. Like being strong, very strong in their conviction is the way to go. But it leads to very rigid communication. It leads to inflexibility. Somebody that's not evolving, somebody that's not adapting. And, you know, everybody's on their own journey and moving at their own pace. But to work with others, you have to have a sense of flexibility and adaptability. You don't have to do a fuck shit thing. You can do what you want to do. Somebody want to stay stuck in this damn Eight of Swords, that's your business. It's up to you. It's always up to you. But it's something about partnerships, though. And we keep saying partnerships, right? Wondering why partnerships don't grow, why they fall apart, why they get stuck, why they fizzle out. Why? It's because somebody has a very strong, prideful demeanor where they're not flexible. They're not flexible in the communication. They're not flexible in their mindset. It's like, I know what I'm focused on and how I consider it should be done or how it should look. And it has to go like that. Otherwise, you know, bullshit. So maybe somebody's going to start to see it with the Sun card. Maybe they're going to start to realize it. And it takes until you start losing relationships. Like, people don't change until they get to a breaking point that causes them to change. So if you are the person that's struggling with strength itself, like to be a strong person, I got to be focused on how I want things done, and I get it done the way that I know to get it done, and I don't have any flexibility in the mindset, strength and pride, and, you know, just tough demeanor is strength to me, but it's not. Like, there's another side to strength. There's strength in vulnerability. There's strength in expressing your needs. There's strength in allowing people to help you. There's strength in, you know, letting people do it the way that they feel like they need to do it. As long as the end result is the same, you're not sacrificing quality, you're not sacrificing the product, then does it matter how they did it? You don't have to micromanage it, is what it's given. Like, if I don't micromanage and they don't do it exactly the way that I say it do it, or the way I think that they should do it, then it's not right. Yeah, it keeps people stuck. Somebody is very stuck, very rigid. And we have 8 swords and 2 swords. That's 10 swords. That's going to bring in a very harsh ending. It's like creating stalemates in relationships, and a person may not even understand how they do it. Like, it's given, am I the asshole? Me and my brother talk about that all the time. So this could definitely be a syndrome of, am I the asshole? And for somebody, you might be, because sometimes it's them and sometimes it's you. I'm just saying, sometimes people need to see self, to see self differently. So whoever it resonates for, I mean, it just means it's shadow work. You know what I mean? Look over your relationships and see, do you get consistent feedback, something that you've heard in multiple relationships with different people, and they end up saying something similar after having interactions with you, after engaging with you? If the relationship comes into a stalemate, 8 swords to 2 swords, right? It's stuck. And it's not going nowhere. Only where it's going is to a harsh ending. Like, truth is, this shit is over with. It's over with. So do you keep losing relationships with people and you hear them give you the same fucking feedback? If you think about major arguments over relationships in the past, have anybody said something to you that was consistent or the fucking same? If they say, you never listen, everything got to be your way, you know what I mean? You might want to look at, do you have a tendency to require things just to be your fucking way? And if you do, then why? Why? Are you controlling? Does everything have to be your way? 4 coins. That some people might feel like to sit in this space gives them strength. It gives them power to control everything. Control, control, control. It's giving micromanagey ass energy. So if this is not relative to your home life and relationships, it could be relative to somebody's work life and work relationships. Yeah. Are you always starting over? Do you always have vacancies? Do you always have, like, you know, people exiting out? Do you find yourself starting all over again all the time? Like, shit just is not working. And I do feel a reset because Spirit put that in the description to the live. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for tapping in. So in the description, they put, I think, #000, right? So it's definitely giving new beginning, a new set. Maybe it's going to help somebody clear their mind and kind of let some things go, accept a little bit of risk. Because this right here says no risk. I got to sit in a state of control. If you don't do it how I tell you to do it, then my way is best. So if you don't do it like I said, do it, damn it, it's not going to be right. Shit. And then make sure we have a perfect outcome. Everything is going to be great. I need y'all to all do it my way. Or I just have to do it by myself. Do it my way by myself. And that's it. And that's not the way to get far. That comes from past issues, 6 of Cups. What was modeled to you in the past? How did you learn that doing everything by yourself was strength? Shouldering everything, bearing all of the weight, not allowing anybody to help you, won't change your mind, won't be flexible. If you didn't do it, it's not fucking right. You got to be in control. Seriously, it is time to let that go. What would it do for you to free yourself up, to allow yourself to take the risk, to have people help you, and to collaborate, to come together in a new cycle and see how much further that gets? Like, will you be more successful? Will you be more peaceful? Will you be more relaxed? Will you have more fruitful relationships? See, what you give out is what you get back. If you learn how to open up and be a little bit more flexible, if you take the risk to open up and be more flexible, because being flexible may be risky for people, right? It's like, if I bend and I open myself up, to doing something different, a different kind of way, or letting other people come in and help me, or I collaborate with them, I'm going to be safe. Like, this group is not out trying to get me. It's not like, they're trying to sabotage. And it could just be the fact that somebody thinks that everybody can get to a common goal or a common place with everybody doing their own thing in a different way without any coming together and collaborating. And I don't think that's going to work. See, Queen of Pentacles, it's like you are delaying your growth. It's almost like losing energy, losing time, losing money, because you're trying to hold on to the mindset that I got to do it all by myself. And Spirit says you don't. Especially like if you're working in a group or if you're in a household, you can't do it all by yourself. Yeah. So 3 of Wands is coming through. It's giving the Fool card, new beginning, 6 of Cups, 6 of Coins, not cups. It's a communication with issues. Communication with issues. Y'all, do y'all hear this? Whatever spirit is attacking my communication, whatever this is, Spirit of the Most High God, come through and hold us, protect us. Give me discernment of what is this. It's definitely issue communications. See, they said it again. Issues with communication. What the shit? It's an issue with communication that's putting these relationships at a detriment. Either people may not even be talking, because with the 8 of Swords to the 2 of Swords, people may not be talking at this point. Everybody might just be focused in their own direction, doing their own thing, and nobody's talking. That's what it is. Nobody's talking. And when they do talk, it's all about a singular individual perspective. Me, 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 me. forget about you. And you could have been a person. I'm hearing that somebody may have been a very you or external focused individual, like considering other people. But then for some reason, shit flipped. And it's something in the past that happened that caused them to step into this pull back, my energy, control my energy type of thing. Focus on me. Now, Spirit is calling you to step into a new type of energy, to be able to take risk again, to share. Sharing is caring. To put that energy back out there, because what you put out there, it will return to you. It may not always return from the person that you shared it with, but it will come back from the universe, beloved. Something about just wait and see. Like, it's something that you need from others, and you need to have it come back in, and you can't get it back in if you're not giving anything out. It's like coming off the principles and going a whole different route. Yes, it's definitely something in the energy. Like, what in the heck? Spirit says something is backwards. Because again, people are whoever this reading is for. The principle of it is that we can get so independent, focused, being in the bag and coming up in your goals and stuff. And everybody kind of got the same goal. Everybody want to come up. Everybody want to elevate. Everybody want to ascend, but nobody wants to really work together. It's like, and some people talk so tough. It's like, oh, I don't know if it's like no issues, no problems, like everything is great, like, or whatever the case may be. It could be like putting out some sort of pseudo type of energy to mask the fact that behind the scenes, it's a lot of emotion behind there. It's a lot of, I'm seeing the weight is heavy for somebody to bear. It could feel like it's crushing. It could make you feel swings. I'm getting like I'm almost hearing like bipolar depression, like some days you be happy and you are up and yep, it's giving swings, because Spirit is definitely like swings to valley and then up this side. It's like highs and lows is what they're telling us. Thank you so much for tapping in. But yes, that's what it's giving. Highs and lows. Somebody going through a depression because they're leaving up that false shield, like I'm so strong, I'm so tough, but inside they are crushed or feeling very overwhelmed with all the weight, and they're not saying anything. They've learned in the past that to do it alone is the best course of action, even if they're working with other people with the same goal. They don't trust the people that's around them. And it's something with discernment, Queen of Swords. Don't trust the people around them, like got the sword, like, no. And she appears to be open, but she's not. She's only open to tell you how tough she is. And that's it. Like, I know what I know, and you don't need to tell me. I could go at this alone. Ain't a cuts. I'm doing this journey. Yeah, I'm going to just go ahead on and do my own thing. Every time, I work with other people, it ends up disappointing. Whether it's at work or whether it's in relationships, friendships, whatever the case may be, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, see, it ends up being disappointing. It's a fucking fight. It's chaos. It's conflict. It's people always feeling like people going to be coming after you or coming for you. So why not just focus on self? But that's trauma and toxicity from the past. Because in order for you to increase yourself for longevity, to go as far as you could, you need to have a team. They don't want me to do that. Yeah, see, Destiny. It's like, it's time for things to change. You got to have a team. And look, here's the King of Swords that matches the Queen of Swords. You got to have a team. But see, I don't know if that's wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups, overflowing a lot of spiritual help. You got a lot of spiritual help. You got a big spirit team, and they will help you discern. But it's something about you understanding the principle of networking, right? People who end up wealthy, that abundance is set. And I'm not talking about wealthy just all in terms of coins, so let's understand. I'm talking about spiritual health, emotional health, mental health, right? Physical health and financial health. That's abundance. That's all 5 pillars of abundance stood up, and it is stabilized with your core pillar, which is your spiritual health, right? If you get that, then You are talking about tippity top, but nobody gets there by themselves. They don't. You can start by yourself, right? You can continue a long way by yourself, but to go all the way, you need to go with somebody else. They're gonna help you. They're gonna see what you can't see. You both can't be up all motherfucking night watching out for predators. Somebody gotta sleep. So you gotta sleep in shifts. Your back is up against my back. We can rock this shit out. We can go further. And the bigger your network gets, the more your net worth is. So your net worth is always tied to your network. So that don't mean keep people around you that you cannot work with, that you cannot collaborate with, that you cannot come to a mindset, a consensus. It means be careful and discerning about who is in your presence. This one. See, regret. You may feel a kind of way. It's past regret though. It's shit that happened in the past. 6 of Cups, 5 of Cups is 11 cups. 11 of Cups. No. 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups is 11 cups. So definitely your spirit team is trying to guide you back to look at the past and see where did things go wrong at? Where did your energy switch up at? Like what hurt you, what traumatized you that make you take this position? Were you not telling even, again, your right hand don't know what your left hand is doing? If you are trying to manifest Empress, then you're going to have an issue with this. And for somebody, it's mother issues. It's feminine. It's a mother issue. Somebody could be called to deal with trauma regarding a parent, particularly a mother. This mother could have helicoptered you. This mother could have put way too much responsibility on you. I'm getting way too much responsibility. She could have left you to do things on your own. She could have promised to help and come through and then didn't. And when did something different, prioritized somebody else or something else over you or whatever she said to you. Right, other people. Right, 3 of Cups. I don't know if they're other siblings or if they're just people in general. She's supposed to come and help you do some shit, and she sat on the phone gossiping with her friends or whatever, some shit like that. Or she went out to go do this and that, and she never, I'm hearing like she didn't even come back, for somebody. Like it's a particular instance that you can look back and be like, she didn't even fucking come back. So I don't know that's what it is for somebody. So whoever it resonates, spirit is really stopping me. Like it was an instance with a mother figure. They were supposed to help you do something. I don't know what it was. It could have been something like, to a parent it may have been small, but to a child it could have been big. Like maybe it was a science fair, maybe it was some sort of project, maybe it was something that had to do with school or classwork or something that was collaborative work and you needed help with it, and they told you they would help you and they didn't. For some reason I'm hearing she didn't even come back. So that's fucked up. So what did it do? It taught you to rely on yourself. Even though it could be something that you need help with and you need help, you will struggle with it thinking that makes you strong because some people, like your mother, did not show up for you. She taught you that you can't depend on nobody, and if you can't depend on your mother, then how the fuck you gonna depend on anybody else? And not no shade to the bros and not to the dads who out there doing their damn thing, like for real, but it's usually the mother that's always present. So her impact and what she teaches and models to children is very important. So if dad is not around for somebody, or if he's at work, he's not present, right? He's not present. Somebody is giving single parent, but either way, if this mother said that she was going to be there and she didn't, she stayed gone, and you learned that you cannot even depend on the person that you're supposed to depend on, like, yo, for real, then everybody else ain't got a fucking chance. They don't. Only thing it takes is another relationship or something else in, adolescence, young adulthood, to reaffirm that they will let you down, that they will not be there for you, that they are going to let shit fall through. They're not going to put in the time, the energy. They're not going to invest. Even though they say they want the same thing, they're not going to do it. So you take the position that you got to do it yourself. See, it's something that happened in childhood. It's given Page. Like you learned this as a kid. Yeah. And now I see the Six of Cups, Five of Cups with the Page of Cups is Seven Cups. It's giving confusion. Like, you don't really trust people. You could be in your head, like, very daydreaming, like, yeah, they're gonna fucking do this, they're gonna fucking do that. Look, who just flew out? King of Cups in reverse. Not emotionally balanced. It's like, and that's causing somebody that spirit is saying that you need to soul search. It's like soul searching, going back within to figure out where is the root of the problem. And they wrote this on the little paper yesterday. Y'all probably can't read it, but it says get to the rot. And I was like, rot? Because we usually say get to the root, but I heard them say root, but they wrote get to the rot. And they put something was rotten. And they put rot, R-O-T, and something from the past, and they put T-E-N, which could be 10. Somebody could have childhood issues that stem back from around the age of 10. And that's what I was getting. Like, it could have been something small to a parent, but to a child it could have been major. So if you a 10-year-old kid, a son, a daughter, and you need help from your parent, your mother that's present, because I don't feel the presence of a father. They could be at work. I'm not saying that, they're not there. It's just their presence in the home is not there. They're not the person that's running home. They're not, right? It's mom. And mom has this influence, and she let her child down, and they taught this child that everybody is gonna, it set the groundwork, the foundation of not trusting people because they're not gonna come through. They won't even come back and show up for you. Like, it's almost like, didn't you forgot about me? Like, you said you was coming back and you didn't even, we was gonna do this later, and you left with your friends or some shit and you never even came back, is what it's giving. Only thing, again, it takes is another relationship or two to reinforce that same type of attitude. And how do we call in those relationships? Through the trauma. Your trauma is calling out for something that needs to be healed. So what it does is it brings in more people that's going to mirror the trauma back to you. So you get the same thing until you go into the hermit, the soul, and heal it. And balance out your emotions so that what you attract into you will be different. You can't attract in different until you go in and do the internal healing, beloved. And a lot of people think that. They think that they just could go out and get into another relationship or just fall into hyper independence and that's going to be the end of it. But it's not. Hyper independence is on the same wavelength as codependence. Hyper independence and codependence run along the same vibrational frequency. It's still low vibration. What we got? See, you deleted me. Cut off. A cold exit. Somebody did something. It's like they felt cut off. They felt like somebody was not paying any attention. Like, you forgot about me. I wasn't even important. To feel like you deleted, that's not even, man, look. See, I choose me. And now it's like going from a place of being cut off from love, like from deep love. The love that you would get from a mother, that you should get, like very nourishing, nurturing, self-affirming, self-validating, self-rooting type of love where you can be grounded within yourself. It wasn't there. Now somebody's being called to heal as an adult and take stock of relationships and see, even through your past relationships, because of this trauma, how did relationships fall apart? Was there a consistent feedback that you were getting? Was there communication issues? Because maybe you don't know how to ask for help. Maybe you don't know how to accept help. Because when you did ask for help for something that was big and important and major to you, the help didn't come through. They ghosted you. Yeah. See, you're my obsession. So again, we were talking about either hyper independence or codependence. Either way is a unhealthy attachment to people. Either you don't attach to people because it's like, I can't, fuck, it is what it is. Like, I got to be fixated on myself in independence because shit, I can't trust nobody to do shit for me. I got to do it myself. Who gonna come through? Mom didn't even come through. I done been in a couple relationships, they flake out too. So it's all on me. Yeah, you say we doing the same thing, we going in the same direction, but I don't trust that shit because hell, mom didn't even come through, so I can't trust nobody. Can't nobody be trusted. That's what it's giving. It's definitely an unhealthy relationship, and somebody is fixated, and that's what we were getting with the strength card, like somebody being fixated on something. You see that? It's like being fixated in a position, and they think that that's strength, but it's not. It makes you inflexible. You don't adapt, you don't evolve, you don't compromise, you don't bend. Right? You might snap and fucking crash out, but you don't bend. Only when convenient is coming through. So use for attention, emotional utility, and having no depth. You see somebody is very hyper independent. Like you don't really want to be in connections with nobody. You are blocking that shit out. You like, I'm only giving to myself, and I give to people or use people or be around people when when it's convenient. It's gonna be real superficial. It's gonna be real, surface level. Talking to the void. Yeah. See, this is giving like you call say, I don't know how long ago this was, but somebody definitely was reaching out to a person that was supposed to help them. It's giving a woman mother figure and they didn't. You've learned, and maybe even in past relationships, you may ghost people, you may not reply, just leave them hanging like shit, that's the way it go. If you don't want to do something, you don't want to be bothered, just don't fucking respond. That's what it see. It's just don't respond energy. If you don't want to be bothered, if you don't want to deal with other people energy, you focus on your own independence. You just be like, fuck it, I'm not gonna respond. It's giving ghosting is a habit. How you ghost people in your household? You ghosted somebody they up the hallway or some shit, or down the street. Ghosted people that you see on a regular. That's what I'm hearing. Anything else in here, Spirit say yes. Yeah, shame. See, this is a childhood issue. I can't make this up. This is a childhood issue. This is somebody who felt extreme rejection from a parent and is given a mother figure where something that was important to this little kiddo, this little person, and you all excited because you want to participate, and somebody says, yes, we're going to help you, I'm going to help you, it's just me and you, kiddo, tonight, it's a date. And then they go out on a date, and then they don't even come back and do what they said that they was going to do. Can you imagine what this child is doing, waiting for their parent to come back to do something that's important to the kid, and the parent is just blowing it off, especially mom, so it's going to leave a scar. And the spirit is calling somebody to pay attention to a pattern in relationships. If it's communication issues, if it's the inability to accept help, pride and ego, everything got to be my way, a little bit arrogant. Because if you don't do it your way, you've been taught that people are not going to come through and it's not going to work out. You cannot collaborate with others. You learn very early that collaborating was bad. It's not going to get done. And what's important to you is going to fall to the wayside. So now in this big adult age, being able to do hard things and having the need to balance out your emotions for the sake of your connections and your partnerships, Spirit said it would behoove you. You ain't got to do a fuck shit thing. You can do what you want to do. If you feel like this attitude is working for you and you're getting the results that you want, and I'm getting no, it's hurting, right? So Spirit said it would behoove you to go in within self and heal this childhood trauma. And at the same time you're healing it, think about relationships and what is the common theme that was running through them. If people say, I can't talk to you, you refuse to listen, I'm just trying to help you. How am I supposed to know you need help with that when you didn't say anything about it? I can't read your mind. You know what I mean? It's giving that type of energy where you start hearing the same things in broken relationships from different people. And we may even be like, why do I keep getting the same energy? Because you're carrying around the same demon. If people are giving you the same feedback, it's responsible to stop and look at it, to analyze it, to think about it, to check self. Everybody got to check their self. You ain't got to do a fuck shit thing. You can do what you want to do. But it would behoove you to check yourself sometimes. Sometimes it's them, but shit, sometimes it's you. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes it's a thing that happened because everybody got trauma somewhere. And if you don't go into self and heal that shit, it will continue to fuck up your relationships, your connections. You will not meet your goals and your objectives and where you're trying to go in this life cycle. And you will be still stuck trying to figure out what the fuck happened. You will continue to create self affirming, self prophesizing relationships and conditions in your life that your belief systems will affirm it to you to be real and to be valid. I think that everybody's gonna fuck over me, that I can't depend on nobody. Therefore, I never ask for help. I never get my needs met. The shit stay heavy and you bear all this fucking weight and it reaffirms it to you day to day. Until you get to the point where like, okay, I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna ask for help. They may come through, they may not. But you can practice asking. You can practice. Anything else in here, Spirit say no. They said that's it. See, refusing to apologize. Refusing to apologize. Somebody do got some karmic shadow work that they need to do. But we all do. We all do. So if you have an issue with apologizing to people, then work on that. Apologizing is not a shameful act. It's not, you know, but apologies come with changed behavior. When you can look at your relationships and be like, you know what, I noticed a pattern. I heard you because I'm picking up a communication issue, right? It could be a sibling, it could be a friend, it could be a coworker. This type of issue will go across every area of life. The inability to co-collaborate and to work with people will go across every aspect of your life. There's nobody that does not need anybody. Everybody needs to come in contact with other people. You can't get your deliveries for your groceries. You can't even get food or feed, or if you, oh, I don't get groceries, I'm gonna grow a garden. Well, how the fuck you gonna get the seeds? How you gonna get the fertilizer and the dirt? How you gonna get all the tools? You gotta interact with the people in some sort of way. You do. You cannot be hermit forever and recluse and try to do everything by yourself, especially if you are around other people and y'all supposed to be working towards the same goal. Because that's how this started. Being around other people and working towards the same goal, but you feel hyper independent at the same time in a group, beloved. That doesn't work. And it stems from a childhood wound, which is very valid. And it just requires you to focus on it and to heal it. You know, if they didn't show up for you, isn't it time that you show up for you? But maybe showing up for you in a way that's new. Again, the Fool card. Like, showing up for me is me healing my childhood trauma. Showing up for me is me taking self evaluation and self inventory and working on habits that can improve my life to give me more joy, more connectivity, more fun, to ease the weight off of my shoulders because life is heavy, to even help me with my depression because I'm feeling that bipolar to swing from one extreme to the other. Like being able to rest in some sort of space and just kind of continue to ascend and rise up from there, Ashe. I believe that more relationships as they come in, they will be better. They will be different. At the end of the day, they will be different because you're different. As soon as you do something different, as soon as you change something about you, everything around you starts to change too. It instantly shifts. It has to. Because anything that changes on the inside has to change on the outside. What changes in the spirit changes in the physical. So if you do the spiritual work to heal you, then the relationships you enter into will be healed too. Thank y'all so much for tapping into the rising message. I appreciate y'all so much. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So many new faces have been coming in. Baby boy, thank you so much. Do you know what I just heard? And I'm seeing Tyrese Gibson, Miss Taraji P. Such a classic, iconic movie. But again, did Jody not have mommy issues? He did. He was underdeveloped emotionally. His emotional intelligence and emotional maturity was not there simply because of the way his mother reared him. And when she wanted him to be independent, she had a very hard time with that because she had not prepared him for it. So Yes, mother issues are it, period, parental issues in general. So whether it's a mother, whether it's a father, whatever it is, we as adults have responsibility for our own healing. And we could see again those relationships with that character was fucked up because of those issues, right? Relationships, communication, it wasn't good. He had to take ownership of himself and mature and grow up and find another way to do it. So that's pretty much the message, y'all. We ain't gonna beat it into the ground. I love y'all just like I love the AO, the Alpha and the Omega that made us, that made me, that made you, we, that made everything. Right? Because everything can work for the good. Once you deal with it, you heal it, you flip the energy, you alchemize it. And then you use it to lift yourself up for your ascension, to go further, to be greater. So go into yourself and discover the rot. For somebody, this happened around the age of 10. Spirit said they wrote actually a den of thieves right here on the paper. So y'all, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it says a den of thieves, and I'm seeing that 3 of Cups. So whoever those people that mom used to hang out with, they stole a lot from you, beloved. They stole time, they stole focus, intention, they stole validation, they stole support and inspiration and motivation. They stole something that was pivotal and critical to you setting a solid foundation, being rooted and grounded in yourself. So that's the work to be prepared. This issue has been so long and long standing. Spirit wrote the word gangrene on the paper. They said it's somebody in this group that you may need to cut off. For somebody, it could be the mother. The mother may be the one that needs to get cut off. And that's hard to say because you want to have a healthy relationship with mom. But if it's not that, if you don't have a healthy relationship with mom, you don't have a healthy relationship with dad, sister, brother, cousin, auntie, uncle, whoever, you have a right to cut that off. If it's causing you illness, gangrene is when that shit is irreparable. That shit is like you got to take it off or it's going to, create a septic infection that could cost you your life. So, cutting it off would be the best thing to do. And you may need to cut it off before you can even start to heal you. I love you. I do. To the next now. Y'all have a great day. We'll tap in a little bit later. Until then, Ashe. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Ha.